Okay, so some vocab for the house in the lobby is the house, which is where the audience sits. Then there's rate. This is how the audience is sloped upward as it goes back, so you can see over the person in front of you. Then there's the back of the house, which is the stage that goes back into the like costume shop and everything back there. We rarely use this term though.
What is it, back of the house?
Back of the house, yeah. And the front of the house is the entire audience house where the people sit all the way out to the ticket booths and everything pretty much in between. Then there's a pit, which is where the orchestra sits. It's right on the end of the stage, like it's underground. And then there's the box office. This is right here. This is where tickets are sold during plays. It got this name because in the olden days, they used to put these things called boxes on the end of aisles. When you would sit down, you put your money into the box, and so it was kind of like a fee for going into the theater, and they would take them into that room and count them. That's why I got the name the box office.
After the back of the house, it goes to the pit, right?
Yeah.
And that's where the orchestra sits?
Yes. Can you slow down? Just let me know if you want me to slow down or
Slow
not.
down.
Okay.
What's after the pit?
The box office.
Okay.
Did you get the story I told you, or do you want me to repeat it?
No, yeah, I got it.
Okay. And then there's the lobby, which is this. It's the entrance that receptions are sometimes held in, and where usually programs are given out. And a program is a little kind of booklet that has to do with like what actor's doing what and what the play is and who's sponsoring it, maybe kind of like an overall pamphlet. And then the house manager, you probably already know this because Bob has told you, but you're gonna kind of be regulating to make sure the audience is happy. Then there's a couple little random facts of history. Today, 1909, a couple playwrights appealed before the London Commons Committee to try and avoid censorship on their plays because they wanted to be able to show whatever they wanted instead of getting attacked for it. And the Greeks were the original ones to use the theater. And there's a fridge in there, which is where we keep the food before and after the play. Sometimes some props for food, usually not, but sometimes. And then a lot of times there might be receptions in here, which will have foods and other random things. Now Sawyer will show you around the theater.